What's going on, guys? It's Khaosity here, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, so guys, I hope you guys been enjoying Sonic Rumble like literally no one else has. The new Sonic Rumble, the new Fall Guys Sonic clone live service multiplayer mobile game that should have been out today by this point. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, it's over for Sonic Rumble, bruh. It's over for Sonic Rumble, bruh. But before we get into it, if you like the video, drop a like, and if you're new, consider subbing to the channel. But without any further ado, I'm finna start ranting, alright? If memory serves, alright, we knew about Sonic Rumble before it even got announced, but if memory serves, the announced trailer came out about a year ago today, bruh. And the game still has not dropped, alright? That is a very big problem for live service multiplayer games, okay? Now, you may be wondering why that is such a big problem, alright? You go on Twitter, you see the Sonic Rumble Twitter, they're putting out content and people are playing the game. It's just that for, probably the biggest audience, the game isn't out for yet. They're doing all this new content. They're introducing all this new stuff for the game. We won't get to experience it. Why would I care for this game and all the content that it has if I simply cannot play it? That is the biggest problem here, okay? That is the biggest problem. And then on top of that, with it being a live service game, chances are that the content that is currently getting released will not come back. Like, the whole point of a live service game in any genre of gaming is player retention, okay? You're not making like a one-time playthrough game. You're playing a game that's meant to be played over time, all right? And then on top of that, you expect us to spend some money as well, because I've seen the microtransactions. Y'all shoehorn them shits in like crazy. Y'all expect people to spend money. But here's the thing, bruh. Like I said, how do you expect to keep player retention when your game has no players, bruh? Let me take it a step back. The whole reason the game even got delayed in the first place is, let me read this here. Hold up, where is it? Let me read this here. As we prepare for update 1.2, we will introduce major features like cruise, rumble ranking, and skills. These changes will fundamentally reshape the game, and one thing has become clear: we want to create a game that evolves and stays fun for months and years to come. To build the kind of high quality, long-lasting Sonic game our players deserve, we need more time. Bro, they delayed the game to simply balance it. That is not a good enough reason for y'all to delay the launch. The game is in a more than playable state, all right? That shit is clearly stable, ready to be played, but y'all delayed it because y'all want to balance the game. Bro, balancing a game comes with the territory. There will never come a time where there is a game that is perfectly balanced, because if you achieve that perfect balance, what's the point of switching anything up? There will be no point to nerfing this or buffing that. If everything's perfectly balanced, y'all will literally not have to touch the game again. The game will then become stale. Balancing a game is tantamount to just gaming in general, bruh. Like, you're not gonna get away from balancing. The whole point of balancing is so you can change up the meta every so often, so the game doesn't become stale. If y'all are delaying the game to simply balance these new features, what's stopping y'all from delaying the game again when y'all introduce another new feature that y'all want to balance? That's not a good enough reason to delay this game, man. Like, and it's really annoying too, because bro, they're doing everything else right. They're literally doing everything else right. They're constantly releasing new content so the game ain't stale. They are balancing the game, which is what they're supposed to do. The only problem is, bruh, the game ain't out. Like, I don't understand that, bruh. The game ain't out. It's almost like a trifecta, bruh. It's almost like a trifecta. For your live service game to do well, you have to, one, release it in a very playable state, or just in a playable state, which Sonic Rumble is currently in, but they have not released it. You gotta release new content so the game doesn't become stale after like a month or two. And then you also have to balance that new content, so in case y'all drop something that's like hella overpowered, y'all can balance that, and make the game a bit more fair. All right, let's take random live service game X-Defiant. All right, recent FPS made by Ubisoft was free to play. All right, was free to play, definitely a live service game. They had a battle pass, they had a store, they expected you to spend money, yada yada yada, like typical live service game. Here's the problem with X-Defiant. XDefiant is getting shut down, I think in June of this year. I don't remember, but either way, XDefiant is getting shut down. The main reason they're getting shut down is because they were getting no players. And the main reason that they were getting no players is because they were releasing very little content, all right? They were releasing very little content, all right? From the time of release to now, I think they've released like, what, 3 or 4 maps? And then like a couple guns? Like, bro, you're like, that's nothing. Especially when it comes to like a modern day FPS, you need to be releasing a lot more content, game modes, and maps to keep your players retained. You have to do all that to keep player retention, bruh. So when you slack on the release of content and balancing, all right, and balancing, XDefiant was also low-key a hero shooter. You could pick different heroes. They had different abilities. Some heroes were hella OP compared to others, all right? And they didn't get balanced. They didn't get nerfed. They didn't get, like, the good ones didn't get nerfed, and the ones that needed a buff didn't get buffed. That's why XDefiant is dying right now. That's why XDefiant is gonna be dead in a little bit. So that's why for any live service game to do well, you have to stay on top of it. You have to be releasing new content every month. New shit. You gotta release new shit. You gotta balance the game so the new shit doesn't stay the best shit for a long while. Sonic Rumble is doing all of these things right. They're releasing new content. They're balancing the game. They got a shop. Heck, they even got a ranked mode. I just saw while scrolling this Twitter. There's ranked in Sonic Rumble. This game has literally everything it needs to soar, right? Like, this game has everything it needs to soar. The only problem is that the game ain't out. Which brings me back to my first question. Why should I give a fuck about your game and everything that you're doing in it if I simply cannot play it? And that also leads into something else. Listening to your community, listening to your player base, bruh. We want to play the game. Like, literally everyone in the US, every Sonic fan in the US wants to play this game. We've been complaining that this game ain't out. They have done nothing to try and appease us, bruh. Like, okay, you delayed it to balance it. Cool. When could we possibly expect a release? Oh, well, we don't fucking know. They didn't give us no date. They didn't even give us a time frame. For all we know, this shit could be dropping in 2028. This shit could be dropping in 2028, 2029, hell, even 2030. We won't ever know until they say something, bro. We won't ever know until they say something. And until they do, I could not care less about Sonic Rumble at this point, bro. Like, I've been waiting a year. I've been waiting a year to play this. And to be honest, like I said, it's a good Sonic game, but at the same time, bro, it's not that unique. It's like Fall Guys. Why would I wait a year plus when I could just go play Fall Guys right now? Or any other Fall Guys clone that's out right now. That is the biggest problem with Sonic Rumble. Not only are y'all making a genre that's already flooded, that already has a couple games and well-known games in the genre, on top of that, the game still ain't out. It's been over a year since y'all announced it, bruh. Like, do y'all really think at this point people are gonna give a fuck about this game this late into whatever this release cycle is? Holy shit. Why would they waste their time with this? Anyway, I've ranted long enough. Let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments below. If you like the video, drop a like, and if you're new, consider subbing to the channel. But until the next video, man, I'm heated.